the community.
Yeah.
I do the record.
Yes.
Okay.
For you, the connectivity of the people is absolutely critical in your life, meaning you by yourself is nothing.
It is true. Yeah.
Yes, you by yourself is nothing. So for you, the acceptance, the belongingness of a community is absolutely critical because they are the reflection of your success as much as they are your reflection. You are the mirror of the community, of the society.
It is
And
true.
and right now, you are becoming a very important element within the Korean society because you are showing to the people that Korea, we are a lot more than what we are today. And we can be a lot more better than who we will be in the future.
I appreciate it.
So people are at the same time very afraid about you because they're afraid of mistakes, of failures. But at the same time, they're giving you the benefit of the doubt that we can have a breakthrough. We can make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you are very brave. You have a lot of courage. And that courage at the same time is shown through what you use the word being arrogant. Right? Because you are a lot more better than the average. And because of that, it gives you, at the same time, you are bound to the people, they're pulling you down, but at the same time, you are at the same time want to uplift the whole society to the next level.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So you actually care a lot about what people say, think, and feel about who you are as an individual. So when they hurt you, you feel bad. And at the same time,
I'm precious. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your hand. So you lick your wound. And when we're licking your wound, that means you're healing yourself mentally, physically, psychologically, because people don't understand you. And therefore, you feel that you need more time. They need more time to understand you as an individual, you as a Korean person. But in you, there's a lot more than just a normal person. You have a lot more potential. And when you go out of Korea, you become that sun, the sun that brings life.
I feel that. Yeah.
Right. And people appreciate it because they realize that you feed them. You feed them with new ideas. You feed them with, actually, you know what? When people outside of Korea, when they're with you, they see the humanity in you as much as in them. In your painting, you are exposing the weaknesses, the failures, the mistakes, right? You're showing all of that. You're showing that all of that through the paintings. But at the same time, the coding and all of that is showing to the world that we are a lot more than what we can be.
It is.
So there's hope that we can get out of all of this misery. There's hope that we can get out of all of those mistakes that we made in the past, and we can change this world for the better. So people believe in your creativity because what you are giving to people is that moment, to be in that moment, which is to live in the present moment. And when you are living in the moment present, you get lost. When you get lost, you are in the flow. And when you are in the flow of life, everything is just easy, come to you very naturally.
It is.
And you inspire people. And because you inspire people, and all of those professors and researchers tell you to do not work hard, do not think hard, do not use the brain. And what they're trying to tell you is use more of the other brain. We have two brains, right?
Yeah.
The head and the heart. So as you dig into your heart, you are moving into, you're dealing with the emotions. You feel your emotions, and your feelings are never wrong. So the more you are inside of that heart, the more you become intuitive. Intuition is a combination of many things. When something tells you to go and to be and to do what is next, it's a combination of your logic based on the past experiences, but at the same time, it's based on the emotions that you've been before. Emotions that take you all the way to the top of the mountain where you feel successful and become the winner. And sometimes the emotions take you all the way down to the depth of the ocean, the abyss, the depth, the obscurity, the darkness, where there is no way out, dealing with the unknown and not knowing where you are and who you will be. But at the same time, though both extremes is rejuvenating. Meaning in the moment when you feel most bored, maybe at this very moment you feel absolutely bored, is actually a very amazing thing to be there. Because when you hit bottom, when you feel most bored, is that moment when that gives you the next step, the next light, the next vision, the next most creative thing that you can be of who you want to be. And that doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a name, it doesn't have a job, it doesn't have a career, because you are born to create.
I think so.
Hmm.
Also thing is this one. I appreciate this is something is I actually when I was in Ohio, I was a complete isolation. I was really, everything was bad. Money is bad, grade is bad. I don't have friends. One day I realized one day I realized this is a shocking. I was shocking. I realized I didn't know the what year I am. Do you understand what I mean?
Hmm.
So I was completely in the isolation. I try to be like solving the physics equations. That's what I've been doing because I was a physics major. And the one guy who is right now being in our team, that guy said it, hey, no one give a shit about you, especially girls. Come to the church. So at that time, I was almost doing this. Right? If I don't solve this equation, I will suicide. That's what I thought. That extremely I dedicate for the dedication. However, I start to socialize, and then I was happy because people actually don't remember me. They don't really care about me. I realize I'm kind of invisible among those people. I am invisible. So especially something new is invisible. So I start to begin to do the grouping and also teamwork. Those are I think I need to do it. So I right now my philosophy is giving up the personal achievement or personal things. I never do anything alone. So this one also bothers people because I ask everything, even easy moment, because I'm not sure it's correct or socially, like not logically. That's what I do it also. So it's like a dark, completely isolation, completely popular, completely isolation, completely popular. That's what I'm keeping going. Like even completely tech, completely not tech, moron for tech, smart for genius for tech, like something like I don't know. It's like too much like this up and down makes me to be not achieving makes me. Oh, also this one. MIT students, especially computer science students, actually in the street they get my signature because I'm a legendary program hackers. However, that one stop less than a year. I got that kind of what was a panic, not panic. 공황장애 뭐죠? 한글 공황장애. It's like I got the crashing the my I kind of like I was popular and then suddenly gone away and I was like it was a really like I couldn't do anything. There was a moment I happened after my team. It's been a 2 year. I don't have that kind of crash. However, it's not really crash. It's like feels I cannot breathe. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm not bipolar. I'm not crying. However, I used to be crying a lot, but I never cry. Never is a bullshit. I mean, like, I don't like crying. I don't cry much. So it's like some kind of emotion, some kind of
Any
I live is
so
still I'm old man and I'm still looking for the. I mean, I'm not like 20s. I'm not teenager. I'm still like I feel like let me giving up my dream. Let's do what other people. Let's do whatever other people do. People tell the dream to me. Let me do it. That's kind of sad and the satisfaction. That's what it happened actually right now. But by the way, so I know you kind of good